Welcome back. I'm Roy with Rugged Badger Racing and Team Parts Badger behind me. We are all loaded up. We're ready to head to NCM for the ChampCar National Championship. You will also see about 30 different tires. We're going to be retesting the RT660 Plus tires. We're also going to be testing RS4s versus the Extreme Contact Forces. So let's get going and head to NCM. All right, so let's talk a little bit about tires for the test day and what we plan on running for the race. So first, we have a lot of tires. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and then 32 on the car over there, plus another set of 4. So we have 36 tires total for 2 cars. So we got a lot of tires we're gonna be testing. So the first thing we're gonna be testing is the RT660 Pluses. We are going to retest those. We do have I believe 12 of those tires from a new set of date codes. We're going to see how those tires perform, and let's see if we still have that degrading of the middle tread issue that we had before. We also are going to be testing the Extreme Contact Forces versus the RS4. So next year in ChampCar, the Super 200 category is largely illegal, and there is a whitelist on some of these tires, and the Extreme Contact Force and the RS4 are going to be on that whitelist, and we want to test these back to back to see how they perform. So we have 6 of those. Now behind that, we also have some rain tires. So we have our Continental Extreme Contact Force tires, or I'm sorry, Extreme Contact Sport, and these are the Sport 02s. So these are actually from one of my street cars, my Mazda 323 GTX Turbo. We actually got rims swapped over on that so we can run them on the race car, because we are expecting a lot of rain tomorrow, the first day of the race, even into Sunday, the second day of the race. We have a second set of Continental tires over here that we're going to be using in the F car, which is now the A car. Something else that we're also testing, let's see here, we have the Advan AO52s. So these are the Yokohama AO52s. We're going to be running those tires as well in the damp. We might get a heat cycle on them in the dry. We'll see. We might want to keep them pristine just in case it's damp out there. We're going to have maximum traction because this is the national championship. So we got a lot of tires to go through. We're going to have a busy day of testing. So going through some tire testing here, and I gotta say, so far the new RT660 Pluses, they're holding up just fine. So we're going around. We do have Tom here from Falken. He's getting some pyro for us. He's giving us some recommendations on pressures. Now we did have these tires up at 31, and then we brought them down. What are they at, Tommy?
30 on the left side, 29 on the right.
All right, yeah, and they seem to be holding up, and I gotta say, this is a really hard track on tires. And once Tom's done getting the reading here, I'll show you the tread of this tire. It is looking substantially better than that last set. As you can see here. Good. Much better condition overall, so fingers crossed. All right, we are about to start session 2. Getting the cars ready. Gonna go live here in a couple minutes. In the A car, we have the Extreme Contact Force tires. We're gonna give those a try, and we're still running the same 660s on the B car, and they're running strong. right, so these tires have performed phenomenally well today. I gotta say, I'm really happy overall. So Tom, when you've been checking these throughout the day, just kind of walk me through what you've learned, checking these tires, seeing these tires, about our setup, and why do you think these things perform so well for us today?
Sure. Well, as far as the setup, I think you've got a good setup on your cars. I think all your drivers are comfortable and they're doing good lap times. And again, as far as what the tire is telling you, ultimately it comes down to lap time. So you can do all the textbook stuff and study all of that as much as you want, but if you're getting good lap times, you're going in the right direction. But some things we did see, you can see from the wear, if you look at the outside shoulder, really rounded off, which is normal. You always see that. You've got the inside shoulder, you can see it's actually in really good shape. And then if you look at the center of the tread, you can see that the outside groove is worn quite a bit more than the inside. So from this, I would say maybe you could use a little bit more negative camber.
Okay.
And that'll probably help you out in some of the high-speed corners as well. So that's something that you could kind of play around with the setup on your car in the future to see if that works out for you.
Okay, you hear that, internet? More negative camber. So everybody that was commenting I needed more negative camber, so they probably were right, huh?
Well, again, that's what the tire is.
But a little bit, right? It's not like I'm way off.
Yeah, especially if you're running 245s on a lightweight car like the Miata, that's a lot of tire. So again, a little bit of camber goes a long ways with a setup like that. So you don't need to crank in a 2 degrees more negative camber. So at the most, just play around with a 1/4 or a 1/2 degree, and then see how that affects the wear of the tire and the temperatures on the tire. A little bit of adjustment at a time is all it takes.
All right. So the other question that we had was about pressures. People online were telling us we needed more pressure. We had a hot pressure at 26 at Road Atlanta. Where were we coming in? Where were you thinking the ideal pressures were for us?
So today we started off with cold pressures of about 22 psi. And we're basically getting into the high 20s, which again, that's about the right delta. And from what we saw by taking tread temperatures, we made minor adjustments throughout the day, about 1/2 psi lower. We found that the left sides could go a little bit lower than the rights to hit that sweet spot, just because it's a clockwise configuration here at NCM. So yeah, just checking those temperatures and doing minor adjustments on the pressures just gave us a lot better temperature readings across the tread to get you all set for the race day.
All right. Now, NCM is notoriously hard on tires. We have about 4 hours on this set of tires, right?
Right.
So the question is, NCM, you're probably not going to have a track that's worse than this overall, but do you think we could get 8 hours out of a set? Are we going to need an extra tire, a few extra tires? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely for the left front, because how much abuse that position takes. This one's definitely going to have to get swapped out during the race. You may be able to get 8 hours out of 2 tires on the left front. The other positions were looking really good, especially on the right-hand side. So the rights, those may be able to last the whole 8 hours. But definitely we learned that the left front really needs to be changed out at least once in an 8-hour race.
All right, so there you have it. I gotta say, redemption for the RT660 Plus. Really good performance. I'm super happy with this tire. I don't have exact times, but this thing was way faster than the other, I don't know if you'd call them Super 200s, but the other treadwear, 200 treadwear tires, the Extreme Contact Force and the RS4. It's a much slower tire. We had brand new sets of those. This tire was outperforming it maybe by upwards of 2 seconds. I know it's a long lap overall, but for a tire this fast, I'm really happy with how this wore overall. So there you have it. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate all the help this weekend and allowing us to retest these tires.
Sure.
Very happy that we're going to keep running this tire the rest of the year.